Welcome to Ziwei University. I'm Yon Long. Let me show you the first of its kind Ziwei Dosu player killing (PK) and find out what the forces have in store for Donald Trump and Joe Biden on the presidential election day. Donald Trump, 74, was born on June 14, 1946 at 10:54 a.m. at Jamaica Hospital in the borough of Queens, New York City. The uncertainty principle deduces that 11 a.m. is best described his traits. Joe Biden, 77, was born on November 20, 1942 at 8:30 a.m. at St. Mary Hospital in Scranton, Pennsylvania. Please visit www.ziweiuniversity.com and click Macroview and Microview Human Burial Sequencing. Then key in Donald Trump and Joe Biden's birth data and submit. The following is a summary of Macroview and Microview Human Burial Sequencing chart for Donald Trump. Let's try to key in Joe Biden's birth data and submit. The following is a summary of Macroview and Microview Human Burial Sequencing chart for Joe Biden. Let's get started with the player killing (PK). Donald Trump versus Joe Biden. PK leadership quality, physical appearance, and foreign affairs. Let's focus on Donald Trump. The combinations of electromagnetic Crashaw Wuchi, gravitational Demeter Tenfu, gravitational Lamsachi Yubi symbolize the rise of capitalism. Donald Trump's slogan, "To make America great again," hopes to receive support from U.S. voters in the presidential election. With Aries Chisa symbolize war and conflicts. Donald Trump could launch a controlled military conflict with China in the South China Sea to increase his chances in the presidential election. Let's focus on Joe Biden. The combinations of electromagnetic Yi Ziwei, strong, Homi Porjin, electromagnetic Homi Porjin, gravitational Hermes Tianxiang, I Lao Zofu, and Lamsachi Yubi symbolize energetic leader. Joe Biden has plentiful energy for planning and implementing. He will spend much of his time working with the world leader to help shape the modern American-led global order. Whoever wins the presidential election, one thing is clear: the U.S. has turned a corner in its relations with China and is likely to maintain a harder line in terms of leadership quality, physical appearance, and foreign affairs. Joe Biden leads and Donald Trump trails. Let's move forward to PK health status and government administrations. Some adjustment of the number is needed as decade limitation forces and year limitation forces role appear with nuclear forces. The rules of thumb is when strong nuclear force acting on the star encounter weak nuclear force of the same star, it behaves just like weak nuclear force because of radiation. Let's focus on Donald Trump. Donald Trump is eager to get his battle with COVID-19 behind him. As a re-election campaign clouded by the pandemic draws to a close, but his illness is uncertain. particularly his blood oxygen level, and he is in advanced age, stamina decreasing. Let's focus on Joe Biden. Joe Biden remains under treatment for an irregular heartbeat, but he claims healthy and vigorous. Anyway, he may be undergoing decompensation. In other words, he cannot cope with fatigue, stress, and illness due to old age. Whoever wins the presidential election, one thing is clear: while presidents play very important roles of the government's administration. Let's move forward to PK, economic status and index of blessing. Let's focus on Donald Trump. Big Dionysus Lantern symbolize injustice and legal controversy. Donald Trump and his businesses has been involved in more than 4,000 state and federal legal actions as of 2018. The Big Dionysus Lantern rendered Donald Trump turning the global trade upside down. Let's focus on Joe Biden. The combination of electromagnetic crossover wuxi and gravitational T-meter Tianfu eventually lead to Joe Biden claiming that economic security is national security. He promises to create millions of manufacturing jobs and pledges to reduce America's dependence on China. Joe Biden's economic plan at least can convince American voters. If Joe Biden wins the election, U.S. economic recession is unavoidable due to fundamental forces and decade limitation forces role appear with crossover wuxi. In terms of economic status and index of blessing, Joe Biden leads and Donald Trump trails. Let's move forward to PK, territory manipulation and nation's future. Some adjustment of the number is needed. A decade limitation forces role appear with nuclear force. The rules of thumb is when strong nuclear force acting on the star encounter weak nuclear force of the same star, it behaves just like weak nuclear force because of radiation. Let's focus on Donald Trump. The combination of strong antenna, TNG, electromagnetic antenna, TNG, and strong audacious dreamer symbolize extraordinary powers of analysis and strategic planning. Donald Trump is manipulating U.S. trade policy to suit his political interests. Previously, United States had brought down the Soviet Union's nuclear threat and Japan's miracle economic growth, but its opponent today is China, the country with 5,000 years of history and wisdom, both strong in economics and military power. Let's focus on Joe Biden. With Helios Taiyang symbolize male troubles and uncontrollable bursts of bright flame or light. In other words, irregularity of sunspot activity. Joe Biden put more effort on climate change. He said, "Climate change is the greatest threat to our security," and called for revolutions to address it. He has released a national plan to reduce emissions and invest in new technology and infrastructure. Joe Biden expressed alarm over greenhouse gases, but also supported controversial energy sources such as fracking and so-called clean coal. Spontaneous forces and decade limitation forces role appear with Helios Taiyang. Symbolize Joe Biden's son, Beau, died of brain cancer in 2015 at age 46. He mourned his son and said, "I needed my children more than they needed me." This statement shows that Joe Biden is a family-minded man. He concerned about nation's future. He picked Kamala Harris as his running mate because he placed a high value on family. Kamala Harris, the second African American woman and the first South Asian American to serve in the United States Senate. Her mother, Sayamara, an activist and breast cancer researcher who arrived in the United States from India in 1958, and her father, Donald Harris, is a Stanford University professor emeritus of economics who arrived in the United States from Jamaica in 1961. Joe Biden's move will have a galvanizing effect on female, Asian, and Black voters. The combination of electromagnetic saline tie-in and gravitational saline tie-in eventually lead to Joe Biden's inviting this wonder woman to be his family member. In terms of territory manipulation and nation's future, Donald Trump leads and Joe Biden trails. But Kamala Harris brings anti-Trump energy to Joe Biden's ticket that will improve Joe Biden's chances to win. One thing is clear, if the vote is close, Donald Trump could easily throw the election into chaos. Let's move forward to PK manifesto. Let's focus on Donald Trump. Donald Trump's election manifesto Make America Great Again. The combination of electromagnetic Ziwei, electromagnetic Polygon, and gravitational Calliope Wenchang eventually lead to Donald Trump to say this momentum campaign slogan. As he seeks a second term, he faces a country struggling with challenges from the coronavirus and the pandemic's economic aftershock, an electorate that will break his record from his 4 years in office. His 2020 pitch is to bring back the economy, boost jobs, and protect U.S. trade interests. Gravitational Hermes Tianxiang symbolize curbing immigrations. Donald Trump continues with his hardline stance on immigration. Let's focus on Joe Biden. Joe Biden's election manifesto, No Malarkey, Build Back Better Unite for a Better America, Song Dionysus Legend, symbolize fight for justice and nation building. Joe Biden eventually wants to become the architect of New America. The combinations of Vic Fantasos Talang and Vic Dionysus Legend symbolize the 40 of diplomatic and social entertainment affair of foreign contacts. Donald Trump blamed Obama and Biden for all the crises he is facing. Donald Trump also accused Joe Biden of lying about rule in son Hunter's Ukraine business dealing. He called it pay-for-play scandal. In terms of manifesto, Donald Trump leads and Joe Biden trails. Let's move forward to PK coalitions and human resources. Some adjustment of the number is needed. Attack limitation forces will appear weak nuclear forces. Let's focus on Donald Trump. Weak irony Tiantong symbolize unpeaceful and restless. The combinations of weak irony Tiantong and electromagnetic clear Tianliang symbolize boastfulness. Donald Trump's coalition is narrowing due to he playing down the dangers of the health crisis and economic impact. The first 2 years of Donald Trump's presidency has been one of the legislative failures at the recent government shutdown illustrated. Let's focus on Joe Biden. The combination of electromagnetic antenna TNG, electromagnetic or dioecious G-men, and gravitational Calliope Wenchang symbolize strategic alliance. Joe Biden wants to build his own coalition. In terms of coalitions and human resources, Joe Biden leads and Donald Trump trails. Summary of player killing. Donald Trump gained 2 points. Manifesto, territory manipulations and nation's future. And Joe Biden's gained 3 points. Leadership quality, physical appearance and foreign affairs. Economic status and index of blessing. Coalitions and human resources. On the health status and government administration, Donald Trump and Joe Biden draw to a close. If you like my video, please share and subscribe. Thank you.